The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, the Rams had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Stafford, and the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Stafford's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They run with a veteran of 8 years now. It's Melvin Gordon.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
42 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
And Gay knocks this one through.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete to Cooks. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On third down, it's Prescott. This one caught by Isabella. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. From the 27, Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down Rams. Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Six yards left on second down. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd and 7, Stafford. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
As he gets the first down, let's take a look at what Cooper Kupp did last season, because it was one of the greatest years for a receiver in NFL history. 145 catches, 1,947 yards, both second most in a season all time. Truly an MVP caliber performance for the Super Bowl champs, and he capped it off in the Super Bowl himself as the MVP.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Stafford. Escaping and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Gay's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing on second down, Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Prescott. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now left side on the swing pass. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford.
Akers back-to-back catches.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Flushed out right. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, 22.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he's got room.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second to help force the ball free and kept them out of the end zone.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell you...
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Cam Akers with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of them. Rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run here with Akers.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Gay is on for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Finding room at midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott, he's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 43 yards.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Going right back to Akers.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Los Angeles, they moved